guys, I got 28 minutes, so that's good. So I can at least get the Mattel video out and Jurassic Chat 41 out, and then work on at least the other three videos that I meant to work on, because I just finished Jurassic Chat 41 with a ton of juicy information. Over 40 minutes long, though. That's a long video. But I also got to cover Jurassic, or a movie Chat 25, the Bigfoot update, the Marvel Legends, and so on video, and do maybe a video about... all that. Probably don't have to wait on that. But also, guys, I also want to let y'all know, we might be doing a live stream tomorrow morning. I gotta wake up really early. My mom's feeling sick, but everyone wants to go yard sailing, so I gotta be ready. And also, one second. I had to get something to drink. And also, if you hear the background noise, water trickling, I got it covered. But it still sounds, and the fan is on because it is hotter than blue blazes in Alabama right now. So anyway, let's cover the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Mattel line. So the first sets we got here, and I tried to find as many prices for the toys as I could, guys. Some of them don't have the prices, like say the Raptor Blue Mask. I couldn't find the price for that as of right now. It'll probably pop up tomorrow or something like that. But I couldn't find them. And of course, I want to say right before all this, guys, these toys should start hitting shelves. They'll be released on April 16th. So get your money ready like I am. Although I'm saving up for a few things. I'm trying to save up for Jurassic World Toy, Jurassic World Evolution, bunnies to breed. Yes, I'm going to start breeding bunnies. Bunny. But anyway, let's start with the first set, or the first figure here. And that is the Colossal Tyrannosaurus Rex here. And it's basically a 3-foot Rex. Articulation in the feet, arms, and the mouth, which is really cool. But the coolest thing is, like, the Vastosaurus Rex figure that we got from King Kong 2005. It has a little hatch, and it's not, it doesn't disconnect from the body fully, but it pops out of the belly like the ham from Toy Story. And you basically put, I think, 30 of the mini dinos in its stomach, and it can hold that many. So it's basically a storage T-Rex, which is a really cool idea. I have to say, let me just say this before I get into details about all the other stuff. I am so happy about this toy line. It is so good. I did not expect the toys to be this good coming from Mattel, because I'm sorry, but I'm really disappointed with how they handled the DC toys. But I mean, they won me over with Jurassic World, man. The toys, there's so many for one. The detail is amazing. I mean, these toys are so cool. I know I'm praising them a little too much before we actually see them in person, but looking at them and the variety and the price tag, they're amazing, man. They did a great job on these figures, and they're so Kenner-esque that the nostalgia factor for a whole new generation of, pull this guy out in the previous video. So much nostalgia for all these toys. Anyway, but that was the Colossal T-Rex, and that will come out at about $54.99, so $55. Next is the submarine vehicle. I don't know a bunch about the other vehicle sets. I tried to cover as many as I could. I got the Hot Wheels and the Matchbox and all that. Gotta get that turtle. But anyway, the submarine set, it can float. I think he said that it's not waterproof, so it cannot go underwater, but it can float on top of the water. I think they said the same thing about the Mosasaur. It's not it's waterproof, but yet it's not. It can't be submerged underwater. Something like all of that. But the Mosasaur is real fuel, and I'll get to that in a minute. But the submarine can float, and I think it lights up and all that. And it looks very much like all the other little leaks we've gotten for that submarine, which will apparently play a role with the Mosasaur in the movie, and that will cash out at about $24.99. Next is the fully posable Indoraptor figure, and this thing is truly amazing. I'm not too big a fan of the peg teeth, but looking at it from other photos, it looks fine. They're not incredibly sharp because, you know, kids are gonna be playing with it. But what strikes me is this thing is so movie accurate poses. This thing can pose in so many ways, and the design is so great. The paint apps, if you get a really close look, you see the red coming off of the eye and the slit in the eye. I mean, this figure is truly amazing, and this figure is fully posable. I don't know how big it is. Technically, I think it comes out about 1.5 feet long, but that will come out at about $19.99 when it is fully released. And as well, they've released or they've said, and they showed this at the Mattel booth at the New York Toy Fair. You can check it out on some videos that have come out from the Toy Fair, that there will be a deluxe edition coming out in fall, which will have the basically kind of posable interactive figure. The eyes will glow red. I think it'll be a little more expensive. I can't remember how much though. It'll do sounds. It'll have the same thrashing motion as the Thrash and Throw T-Rex, which I'll get to in a minute. It'll have all that same stuff. Can't remember what else it came with, but basically it's light up in all that sounds and everything. It looks really cool from what they showed at the Toy Fair. Next is the Hot Wheel character cars. Basically, you know those little mini cars that you collect in different packs, and they will cash out at about $3.49. And they show off a few of those, and I'll show as many as I can in the next few minutes I'm talking about them. Next on, because I can't show every single Hot Wheel they had, although they had quite a few. And they even had smaller figures, including the Matchbox figures, which I'll be talking about at the same time, at $1.99, so $2 a packet. And they will be, like, they'll have the original Tour Jeep, the green with the tiger stripes and all that. The beige Jeeps, gas Jeeps. The, for one, they got the trailer from The Lost World. They got the Explorers from Jurassic World. Or sorry, did I say The Lost World with the camper? But the camper from The Lost World. They got the submarine from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and many others. Gyrosphere included in there too. Next to the Imaginext T-Rex, which that's a Play School figure, and I don't have any of the real Play School figures on this list because none of those really interest me. Which sadly I should have put those on there, but I didn't, because mostly because I couldn't find prices for any of them either. But if they're Play School Matchbox, they should all come out at about the same price at about, or Imaginext, about $6 to $10 each, because they're the small little figures. But the Imaginext T-Rex will probably be somewhere around the $20 to $30 range. And it comes with a little mini Owen, and it's like a little cyborg T-Rex you can see right here. The RC Gyrosphere, which I could not find a price for, I think it comes out about $50 from what I might have heard, but I couldn't find the exact price. But apparently that was Steven Spielberg's favorite toy to mess around with. When they were messing around with it. It's an RC, basically remote control. That's what RC means, idiot. But basically it rides around. It was actually my mom's favorite little thing that she saw. She actually wants to get it just so we can play with the cats and stuff with it. I'm afraid to do it because if my sister ever gets a hamster, I know she's going to stick it in there and torture the poor thing to death. But anyway, and you can fit 2 figures in it. I think one figure comes with the RC Gyrosphere, and it is an Owen figure. Next is the Tyrannodrome. I believe it comes out at about $60. I don't remember the exact price, but basically it's a little white drone, plastic drone, and you can pick it. It's actually kind of a training drone for kids. There's a small little clip in the end that you can actually grab it so that all the fans shut off. But basically, it's a Pteranodon. It flaps its wings. If you check out the videos on YouTube from the Toy Fair and the Mattel thing at the Today Show and whatnot, people were having so much fun with it. And it's so... I swear, it looks like a real Pteranodon flying around. I actually saw my mom's face light up when she saw it take off. It was so cool. I actually really like the Tyrannodrome. If it drops in price like my Zoomer Indominus up there, like down to $25, I might buy it. Might be my first drone, guys. And hold on, I gotta save this turtle real quick because he's acting odd. Sorry, my little turtle was kind of struggling for a bit. I put a turtle dock in there real quick because I've been meaning to put a turtle dock in there, and I think they're actually investigating it right now. Don't you be mean to him. I'll get y'all some food in a second. Don't you be mean. Okay. You already took a bite out of that one shell. But anyway, next is the blue Raptor mask and Raptor gloves. I can't remember the exact price for these, but I believe they'll max out about $30 for the mask, and the gloves will probably be about $15 or so because they're rubber and you can put them in, and the picture's right here. And the Raptor mask is actually really cool. It's clear on the side, so you can see the eyes. When you open them out, it releases the Raptor sound, as well as the eyes go forward in an attack position. So, I mean, this was really cool. Alright, little fella. I'm going to watch them for a second before I move on. Alright, so, but yeah, the mask is really cool. I like how it works. I actually might even pick it up because I love the mask so much better than that stupid rubber hand puppets Hasbro gave us. Next is the mini packs. Mini packs. I can't remember. Oh, the mini dinosaur packs. Basically, little packets of you know, with, I think they come with an egg or something, but mini dinosaurs and all of that. And let me make sure I'm right about that. But yeah, mini 3-packs, and they're just the little mini dinosaurs that you can stuff into the big T-Rex and all that. They're very small. I think they are actually size comparative with these small Matchbox vehicles, and they will come out at about $3.49 a package. Next is the character figures. I believe there's something else for the oh no, that was the Hot Wheels character vehicles and all that. Yeah, oh, the 3-packs, sorry. There's the mini packs of mini dinos, and there's the 3-packs, which are the little sets of the mini dinosaurs, which will come out about $9.99. I knew it was missing something, and it's right there. But those are the 3-packs of the mini dinosaurs instead of the 1-pack. Character figures, which will be basically human figures. We see one military dude we kind of see throughout the trailer. You get a better look at him, though, when the Indoraptor's mouth is in his face, like right here. Basically, he has a figure. We got like 4 different figures of Owen. I'll post them all right here. We'll go through them. Or at least show y'all the main one. I'll find them real quick. But one includes him with somewhat of a Jurassic World riot shield with like armor, which is actually a really cool, decent figure. Then another of him with like, I don't know what that is, but basically him with more of a safari attire with the baby blue raptor. Army guy here. Here it is. And the armor is also replaceable. We got another of Owen, which basically has, looks like a baton and a military gun. We have another army dude can't really identify right here. But he has a taser gun and a Dimorphodon figure. We got Zaya Rodriguez's character with like a little, was it the thing that helps start your heart? I forget the name of it right now, but the baby Triceratops figure. Got another military dude with some kind of armor piece, I think, and a baby Ankylosaur. Another Owen figure, which I was talking about previously, the sort of safari looking. So there's 3 Owen figures. And then a Claire figure with baby Stegosaurus. It looks like a battery or something like that figure, but they're all right here. And those are the character figures we know of so far. Let's not forget the Barbies. I'll show the Barbies right here. Yeah, Mattel, because of course they own the Barbie brand. They made an Owen and they made a Claire, and it's right there. I can understand the Owen figure does not look so much like Owen, but they did pretty good with the Claire figure. That looks pretty much spot on with Bryce Dallas Howard. Moving on. Oh, sorry. Next is the kid-powered Blue and Owen. Basically, you can buy them individually. You got Owen with his motorcycle, Blue, and then I believe there's also a green Raptor, which will have the same thing. But basically, you pull the lever and they go off. Kind of like those Sonic figures. Not Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic, the restaurant, the drive-in, Sonic drive-in figures that you used to get, and zing, and all that, or a top or anything like that. And you can actually connect the figures so they can both go off together, I believe. And those will come out at about $14.99, as well as the character figures. Sorry, I forgot to mention, those will come out at $7.99. So basically $8 for the character figures, which is not a bad price at all. Action Attack, which will be 3 dinosaurs in the first wave. Apparently, I don't think there'll be a second wave, as far as we know. They could always put more figures. But the dinosaurs that we know that will be in this set will be the Carnotaurus with the sort of ramming action. You can see in... just check out any Mattel Today's Show look, and then the Toy Fair. And they will all show like how the figures work. I mean, the action sets, the Carnotaurus has like a ramming thing. And then the second one is a Suchomimus figure, which is, it's not going to be in the movie, but because it looks so off, I don't think that's how it looked in the movie. It's got more of a yellow fin, blue, pink scheme. It's right up here. Pretty cool. It has more of a biting action. Carnotaurus has a ramming action, although if you move it slow, it has a biting action too. And then the third, which is a herbivore, which is a Stegosaurus, and has a tail thrash action. And the Stegosaurus is actually a really neat looking Stego figure. And I guess they are kind of finishing off the waves, like the Allosaurus Showdown and the Pachyrhinosaurus sets that came out in 2013. Allosaurus Assault, I think, and Pachyrhinosaurus Showdown but those two figures were supposed to be accompanied by a Stegosaurus and a Carnotaurus figure with kind of the same actions. And apparently, they're kind of fulfilling those figures with the Stegosaurus and Carnotaurus, which is really, really cool, and adding Suchomimus in with that. So that's really awesome. And now Roarivores, which will come out at about $15 or $14.99 a piece. And so far, the dinosaurs that we know of that will be in the Roarivores section, which I got them right here, will be, as we know, we'll have Allosaurus, Triceratops, or sorry, Allosaurus right here. Let y'all get a good look at it. Baryonyx, showed right here. Real excited for the Baryonyx. Triceratops. And the carnivores all have a biting action and movable arms and legs, as well as the sound. And Triceratops has more of a head thrashing action. And then Matriacanthosaurus, which is a really, really cool figure. Which actually I kind of mocked it originally, calling it the Toxic Mustard Matriacanthosaurus. I still call it that, but because the color scheme was so bright and it looked so off and weird. But looking at it in person, the figure looks so nice, actually. And I'll get to my top 5 favorite Mattel figures, or JWFK figures at the end of this video. I think that's it for the Roarivores that will be coming out. I believe there's also, I believe, I can't remember what they're called, the Action Pack sets, which are basically the smaller figures that have nothing really. They're just articulated figures. And for those figures, we will actually be getting the Ceratosaurus, which is really cool. And the design of the Ceratosaurus reminds me a lot of, well, it looks far superior to the one we got from Hasbro, which I won't shame the Hasbro one too much. I actually really like the Hasbro figure. It's actually my favorite Jurassic World figure to come out, besides the Mosasaur and Submarine set. But the Ceratosaurus looks really great. Herrerasaurus, which is really interesting, because Herrerasaurus has been long associated with the franchise, the game, the list, and all that. So it's really interesting to be getting Herrerasaurus in with all these dinosaurs. Velociraptor will be getting blue, and of course the Green Raptor. I still think there's something more to go on with the Green Raptor, but that's just me. Dilophosaurus with a little spitting action. Now, they didn't have a completely show them all off yet, but I did write it down. Okay, good. I did see the Pachycephalosaurus figure, so we'll be getting a Pachy figure. I'll show right here, along with a Stygimoloch figure, which Stygimoloch is supposed to be the main Pachycephalosaurid in the movie. And it's supposed to be playing actually a critical role in the film. It's been stated. It's getting late, guys. We're also getting Pachyrhinosaurus, which is an interesting. Actually, I think that's a Roarivore. I don't think it is. I think they do sounds. The Pachyrhinosaurus does do sounds, so I think some of them do sounds, or that's just another Roarivore that they haven't really showed off, because it's a little bit on the same size scale as the Triceratops, but it does do sounds. As far as I believe, because I saw that video, I thought it did sound similar to the Chasmosaurus. It actually really reminded me of the Chasmosaurus, but the design of the Pachyrhinosaurus looks a lot more scientifically accurate than what we get in the film. Matriacanthosaurus, which I already stated, the Toxic Mustard Matriacanthosaurus. Oh, sorry, that was the Roarivore. Sorry, I put them on the same list. Pteranodon, which will be articulated and all that. And frankly, I still really like my Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon. I still think that is the best figure we got from Jurassic Park 3, other than the big Spino, is the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon, because that is such a nicely done figure. And Gallimimus. Gallimimus looks really cool, simply because we haven't really gotten a Gallimimus figure in so long, since the first movie, first Kenner line. But it's got some big feet and all that, but it's still articulated and all that, so it looks cool. We're also getting a Microceratus set, or a Ceratus figure. It's right up here. I don't think it'd be Proceratus, or it couldn't be Protoceratops. It has to be Microceratus. So it's pretty interesting. We're actually getting a Microceratus figure in the toy line. I might have missed some others. Oh, Ankylosaurus, sorry. There was 2 Ankylosaurs that I could see. One might be a Roarivore, which I don't know, because they kind of didn't show all the dinosaurs for each of the individual sets. They kind of just mishmashed them, so it's hard to know what's what. But I know there was also another Ankylosaurus that could, like, had action feature with a swinging tail. So I think there's a Roarivore Ankylosaurus and an action attack, not action attack, but like the miniature action figure Ankylosaurus, which I don't know why. So I have to look more into that. Let me go back here. So that's the Roarivore, and of course this was one of the big show stealers, which was the Thrash and Throw Tyrannosaurus. Thrash and Throw T-Rex. Check out some videos on it. It does the stomping, like the Chomping Rex, and then it does the thrashing, like the Chomping Rex, and it does the roar, like the Chomping Rex, except it's far better sculpted, no bullet holes, and it looks like Rexy. And I have to say, this figure, I didn't like the unsightly gap, but looking at it now and how it operates, it makes sense, and the figure looks great. And it's not kind of restricted like the Thrasher T-Rex is. So you can see it's kind of restricted a little bit by the rubber, but I think it works out for the Thrash and Throw, in which I really like the Thrash and Throw. And the Thrash and Throw will come out at $39.99, so $40. Jeez, well, it's about $5 more than the Stomp and Strike. I'm trying to make sure that I added the prices for all these as well. $14.99, $19.99. Oh, sorry, the action attack figures, the Carnotaurus and all that, they will be $19.99. Roarivores will be $15, so $14.99. Thrash and Throw, $39.99. Next is the real feel Mosasaurus. So it is awesome to be getting the Mosasaurus. Such a nice figure. And I originally kind of downplayed the Mosasaurus figure because it looked plasticky and the jaw kind of looked off. But now looking at the paint apps, the color scheme is magnificent. The jaw moving is really great. I like the fact that it's real feel, so it's going to be so cool. I can't wait to touch the thing. And the tail looks a lot longer than it did in the leaked images, so it looks so much better. That figure will be topping out at $29.99, and I actually really like that figure. Next is the Jurassic World Storybook Assortment. Storybook Assortment. Oh, Storybook Assortment are basically sets of a character in a vehicle. You get, I have to remember, I believe I got them right here. Hold on one second. Oh yeah, not to mention the Funkos, which I've covered the Funkos in previous videos, as you know. Actually, I gotta show y'all the Funkos really quick after the story assessment. But basically, two figures have come out so far for the story packs, or storybook, Jurassic World Story book assortment, which will come out at $14.99. One is Blue the Velociraptor and Owen, and the other is Claire with a gyrosphere, which the gyrosphere just rolls around. It's not an RC or anything. And it comes with both a vehicle or dinosaur with human figures. Next are the Funkos, which only a few Funkos have come out. I imagine they'll come out later with an Indoraptor one, but right now, as of now, we have a Blue, Owen, and Claire. And I don't think any others. If I think of any others, they'll be right here. But next is the Hatch and Play Dinos, which are basically the little dinosaurs. And you can see them right here. They're adorable. You got Blue the Velociraptor, and they have the same little painted thing. So basically Hatchimals with dinosaurs. They have the painted little heads and eyes on the side, kind of like how the Indominus Rex hatched out. First of all, you got Baby Blue, and she has the striking thing, I believe. You got the Baby T-Rex, which has the growing teeth for chomping action. Blue has the chomping action too. The Stygimoloch has a little ramming feature, I believe. And the Triceratops has a little stomping feature. So they're pretty adorable. But I really want the little Stygimoloch because I find that one adorable. Next, I got so many on here. The Gyrosphere Blast vehicle, which will be right here. Oh, wait a second. There will be more Roarivores. So the Roarivore complete set that I can see right here is Ceratosaurus, Allosaurus, Pachyrhinosaurus, Ankylosaurus, which is more green paint, Triceratops, Pteranodon, Baryonyx, and the Toxic Mustard Matriacanthosaurus. So we're getting 8 Roarivores for the line. And I got 3 minutes left, so maybe if I can cover everything, or I gotta update some video. But that is everything. Just a quick update, really quick. But yeah, the blast vehicle, which will be up here, it basically shoots a little gyrosphere out from it, and it can also hold dinosaurs in its little cargo trunk. So that's pretty interesting. That'll come out at $29 or $29.99. Next is the Uno Attack Dilophosaurus set. Basically, it's Uno Attack with Jurassic World, and it shoots off cards. And that comes out at $24.99. Next is the Jurassic Park Jurassic World T-Rex Anatomy set, which basically has the same kind of design as the Thrasher or Thrash and Throw T-Rex. Same color scheme, similar, little white spots though. But basically, you can remove parts and then put on parts, kind of like different sheets and arms and stuff. Take off one arm and add it on. I don't know if it's a sleeve or not or whatnot. I think they're just sleeves that you can take off of the body. But basically, you can look at the anatomy of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, the heart, the lungs, the spine, the tail muscles, and all that, the leg muscles and all that. And that figure will come out at $49.99. Next is the Kamigami robots, which will be up here. I don't really know how to explain them. They're just robots as far as I know, and they will come out at about, got one for the Indoraptor here, you got one for blue, which you can see right here, and they will come out at $59.99. There's the Matchbox diecast Jeep of just the regular beige Jeep, but I do not know of the price for it, so I'm sorry about that, guys. Birthday supplies and snacks showed up, and you'll see all the pictures here. You got Cheez-Its, chicken nuggets, gummies. You got, I think, cereal. I'm just going through all these I can see all here. Showed you all the Barbies, showed you all that. Just making sure I'm covering everything. And then also the Golden Book here, which I'll show y'all, the little dinosaur, the little Golden Book, Jurassic Park. I love Golden Books growing up, but basically you have that for Jurassic Park. I do not know how much it will be. I imagine probably under $5. You also have the Raptor Squad Assemble, or no, it's like a little, they had two of these. They had the, like, little ATV blue thing that the little kids can ride on. It's a Power Wheels, and it's basically blue molded into an ATV, and it's pretty cool. They'll be expensive as crap. Same with the Power Wheels beige Jeep from Jurassic Park. They made one of those, and both of those pictures will be up here. Probably way too expensive. That Jeep will probably be like $400, $500. Just one second, y'all. And quickly, I want to know that after the video, I might add extra photos of any of the Matchbox or anything like that I couldn't fit into the main video. So on, because I got like a few seconds left. But they will be added at the end if y'all want to stay tuned for that, because this is a long video. Oh yes, the Evolution of Claire book, which will basically be, and I'll talk about that more in just a few, or maybe in the future, but I don't really know much about the book. But it basically goes through the evolution of Claire's character through her becoming an intern at Ms. Ronnie Global to being the head, I can't really remember her position, but, you know, boss lady of Jurassic World. And that'll be the book. It'll probably come out about $20. And because it's about to clock out in a few seconds, I think it'll add another 3 minutes, though. There are also dog toys and stuff. Bunch of dog toys which will be shown up right here. 4 minutes left. It goes over, but it gives me like a time to do that, but I'll have to mix it all in. Anyway, sorry guys, we got about 4 more minutes left in this video. Got so many different pictures I'm going through. As well, we got the party supplies here. We can show. Got a birthday cake, man. A birthday cake. I think I already showed y'all that. And Cheez-Its and the gummies and the crackers. And you can see in the background the crackers and stuff. Which didn't have pictures for quite all of it, but you can see most of it here. The plates and stuff. Cupcakes and all that. I want this for my birthday. Next year, my 20th birthday. I'll be 20 years old next year. I want a Jurassic World birthday cake for my 20th birthday. And then right here, Raptor Rings, Lollipops, which are right here, which are pretty cool. I'm going through some of these pictures as well, just making sure I'm covering all my bases. There was another thing, I believe. Size chart I'll show at the end. There are some other birthday supplies here showing off a cup of the Carnotaurus and the Stygimoloch. As you can see here, there's another thing next. I can't tell what this thing is. I think it's a mat or something, or maybe a bag. But it says Stig, and it's the Stygimoloch. I heard a dude, it was on the Mattel Toy Fair thing, and he said Stygimoloch. Stygimoloch, that's what he called it, a Stygimoloch. I've always called it Stygimoloch. I have never heard anyone call it a Stygimoloch. But that's Stygimoloch, so It's a really cool looking dinosaur, I have to say. I was kind of disappointed that Pachycephalosaurus wasn't going to get any little bit of a shine in this movie, but I have to say, Stitchy-Moloch looks really cool. Then I gotta move on to Mattel or Hasbro in just a minute. Also, another character figure which never seemed to show up is the little the Lucy figure, or the baby T-Rex. But that never showed up in any of the other things. But that is another figure that might be coming up, as well as the Lucy figure, along with a T-Rex diorama piece. And there's another 2 dinosaurs that show up, 3 dinosaurs technically, that'll be in the little action assortment with like the little posable figures like Gallimimus and Velociraptor. And those are a golden Velociraptor, similar to like the original movie, a Dimorphodon, similar like the Pteropus Mordax figures we got for 2005 King Kong, and what looks like to be an Ornitholestes figure, because of the small horn, or maybe it's a Proceratosaurus, but either one because it's got a small horn. But I'm trying to cover all my bases and make sure I've got everything. Sorry, to add on about the evolution of Claire real quick, we'll read this through this real fast. Freshman year in college is full of obstacles one must learn to overcome. Messy roommates, dining hall food, and cranky professors are just a few. Never has a student added how to properly avoid being eaten by a dinosaur to her list of freshman year complications, but Claire Dearing isn't just any student. The year is 2004. The future theme park Jurassic World is currently under construction. 19-year-old Claire Dearing, the multitasking self-possessed heroine of Jurassic World and Jurassic World: A Fallen Kingdom, has chosen to spend her summer interning with Mizrahi Corporation on Isla Nublar. Following her freshman year in college, the result is pulse-pounding coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of Jurassic World advancing towards its opening day. The story begins with Claire as she starts her internship with laser-focused goals set on bettering the lives of animals worldwide, while exploring the island and performing various theme park and dinosaur-related tasks. Claire quickly forms a tight bond with her fellow interns, while also making a name for herself amongst the senior members of the Jurassic World staff. It isn't long before romance sparks between her and fellow student, which leaves Claire conflicted once a larger and more sinister plot develops, forcing her to question the motives of everyone on the island. Oh man, almost out of time. Over a course of a thrilling mystery full of intrigue and suspense, this novel details the origin of Claire's nuanced character in a rich and complex way, allowing the reader to witness the transformative moment when Claire begins constructing walls around herself and steps forward as the guarded character as we met in the first Jurassic World film. God, it keeps on doing this to me with all the thing, but anyway, I read it through all that. That's done. I can see now. That is a Roarivore Pteranodon, so that's pretty cool. Also, I'm going to post this little picture here. Mattel versus Hasbro. Thrash and Throw versus Stomp and Strike. T-Rex. That's all the toys, guys. That is all the toys I could find. You see the golden raptor here. But anyway, that's all the toys. Hopefully I got everything. It's going to take me so long to edit all this together. Whoo, man. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed. And enjoy this little picture here of this beautiful size comparison of all the Mattel figures. But anyway, we covered everything. I'm so glad I finally got to this video. So that is it, all the Mattel figures. So I've got to go through. I got to finish Jurassic World or Jurassic Chat 41. And then I gotta do this one, which is the Mattel toy video. And it's so late, I gotta go ahead and start editing so I can get some other videos out, hopefully. But at least I covered this. And in the next video, I'll be covering the Hasbro Marvel Legends toys. Hey guys. Now, this is going back to the Mattel video. I've got Jurassic Chat 41 out, finally. I tried to edit all that together last night, but couldn't get it out quick enough. So Mattel's coming out hopefully later today, and I'm going to try and get the movie chats and all that out as soon as I can. But I forgot to add in to the Mattel video my top 5 most anticipated of the Mattel figures for Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, and here they are. Here's the honorable mentions: the Attack Pack Suchomimus. Just because Suchomimus, cannot wait for that figure. The Herrerasaurus figure, I like it because of the species Herrerasaurus as a toy is finally here, but the figure itself is a little lackluster with the like how the mouth is and all that. But other than that, I really like the figure. The Stegosaurus Action Pack or Attack Pack, because I think it's a really cool Stegosaurus sculpt. The Ceratosaurus Roarivore, because simply I love that we're getting the Stratosaurus as toys. We've got it already from the Hasbro. I got that one in my collection, but this version looks no paint apps on the claws or anything like the previous Hasbro version, but at least the design. The head's bigger, the body has more of the osteoderms, and the paint apps look way better compared to the Hasbro version, much more like the animal we see in Jurassic Park 3. And then the real feel Mosasaur, simply because, I mean, that figure is awesome. But, so here are my top 5. Number 5 is the Thrash and Throw T-Rex, simply because it's such a a good sculpt. I'd like to put it right next to Bucky the Thrasher T-Rex. I know I've called him Rexy before, but I keep forgetting I already named that figure Bucky, because it's the Buck T-Rex. But I cannot wait to put that figure up against Bucky to see how it all looks. And I think the Thrash and Throw is just simply a great looking figure. My lost place. Number 4 is the posable Indoraptor figure, simply because that thing is so well detailed. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to get it, just to see the posability and all that. The design, the color scheme is near perfect and accurate to the animal we see in the movie, and it just looks great. Number 3 is the Attack Pack Carnotaurus, simply because Carnotaurus is my second favorite dinosaur, so of course I can't wait for the toy. You saw my reaction to the Carnotaurus in the trailer, the first trailer. I mean, no, I cannot wait to see how we see Carno in the film as well. So yeah, Carno on the list. 2 is the Allosaurus, simply because I've been so hyped. I've actually become a little more hyped over the Allosaurus being in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom over than the Carnotaurus, simply because it's a dinosaur I never really expected to get into the franchise. I really cannot wait to see it in the film. I think the figure looks really neat, so I can't wait to pick that one up. And hopefully maybe one day I'll be able to get the Allosaurus Showdown set, because I missed out on that figure. And number 1, and this may surprise y'all, is the Toxic Mustard Matriacanthosaurus. And it's mostly because the figure has surprised me so much of how it looks. Like when it first leaked out, as y'all know, you can see that video, I thought it looked like crap. The toes and the feet didn't look great. The bright mustard and green booger colors just did not strike me as cool, and kind of remind me of the bright color scheme of the Bashers and Biters. But seeing it at the toy fair and all that, I mean, the figure, and it's also got its own roar. It's not a copy of the T-Rex roar, as I know of. I don't think it is. It didn't sound like it. The feet actually look not so long and all that, like a stupid cat claw, or like the Battle Cat claws from the 2002 animated series of He-Man. Although I still have that Battle Cat figure, so I love that figure. And then the color scheme just looks way more natural than I thought it would. It's much more dulled down. The texture looks good. Of course, Matriacanthosaurus meaning spine vertebrae, or I forget it, along those lines. They actually had the vertebrae popping out just a little bit more in that figure, from what I could tell. So it's really cool. The face sculpt and the eyes look really cool. So I'm actually really excited. That may be my first figure to get, simply because I like the sculpt of the Matriacanthosaurus figure, because it surprised me so much. So thanks guys for watching, and I'm just going to cut this into the video, so no outro. But that's my top 5 Mattel figure, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom figures I'm looking forward to. So thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and what do y'all think of the Jurassic World toy line? And hopefully tomorrow morning we'll do a live stream talking about the toys further. But from there on, I'm going to be editing for a long time. So wish me luck. Thanks guys for watching. Let's hit that 1,500 subscriber mark.